your host Ayesha, and welcome to another brand new episode of our talk show, The Perspective. Today we are going to talk about the upskilling and reskilling of the current workforce. And for the discussion, we have Zuha Ansari with us. Zuha is the head of people strategy at Marham, and let's ask Zuha about her insights on the topic.
Hi, Ayesha.
Hi, Zuha. How are you?
I'm great. So I think today we are going to discuss about the upskilling and reskilling.
Yes.
So in order to discuss further with that, I think we need to know that what is the major difference between upskilling and reskilling. So upskilling basically refers to learning your existing skill set or the area that you're currently working in,
Right.
and you learn more about it in order to gain more expertise and how to perform your current job at a better pace. However, reskilling is about learning a totally new different skill set, so in order to remain employable in your current job market, which is ever changing and evolving,
Yes.
every day. So in order to remain employable, reskilling is very important. But some organizations, they're not now focusing on reskilling to that extent that in order to move to a next role and in order to move to a different grade, or to promote, if they want to promote an employee, he has to learn skill set of some other department as well. So
Right.
once they move to the next level, they know how different functions in an organization operate.
Right. So, Zuha, what do you think? How upskilling and reskilling of resources are beneficial for the organizations?
So it's very beneficial. There was this example that once I think marketing director asked the CEO of the company that what if we train the employees? We're investing so much money into it, and what if we train them and they leave? CEO asked him, what if we don't and they stay here? So this is very important to know that once the CEOs or the managing directors, the top-notch management, they realize the importance of upskilling or reskilling, they will see the benefits very soon. So one of the major benefits is increased productivity. Obviously, you get to perform better in your current job. And then, there's also employee satisfaction, and you get to retain your employees who you've trained, and they see that the company has invested so much money on them, so much, learning effort is, the company is investing a lot. So obviously they tend to stay with that company. They focus on retention, and then there's future proofing of employees. You get to see the diverse opinions, diverse ideas. They tend to think outside the box once you've invested on them. So they can bring more innovative solutions, and obviously there's a culture of innovation and learning throughout the organization, so it's very beneficial.
Zuha, what do you think are the key skills that as an organization we need to thrive in just to sustain in the market?
Okay, first of all, adaptability to the current changing needs. For example, when COVID hit, we all had to work from home, and then to see the efficiency, measure effectiveness of each and every resource was a I think at that time it was every organization had to adapt to it. Then the agility, the speed. Decision making is important. You have to take decisions quickly, implement them, and in order to move to take your organization to the next level. Then there is cyber security. These days it's very important. We've had a recent example as well, how hackers are hacking into the website. So you have to focus on the cyber security a lot. Then there is digital literacy, leveraging your data, and taking use of AI. So this is very important these days. You have to be digitally literate, and focus more on employees to gain such sort of skills. Then effective leadership is obviously very important, and obviously training and development, professional development.
Right. Thank you, Zuha. Okay. So what do you think, how upskilling or reskilling helps in employee retention? If we are investing so much on them, and if we are giving them the trainings and everything, like आप उनको पूरा train कर रहे होते हैं, तो how is it going to help in their retention?
With company demonstrates the need for training the employees, and they are investing so much money, there is always employee loyalty towards that company. That they'll always remember that company, that I've learned certain skill from that company and they invested so much on my growth. And when this is linked to their performance management as well, then the employees have the capacity to perform better and to, invest in those sort of training programs to be more engaged in it.
Yes.
So when a career progression path is in front of them, that yes, I have to gain these skills in order to move to the next level or to the next path. So they are very much focused towards learning, and obviously it helps in the retention as well, because once you offer them continuous growth and development, they tend to stay with that company.
Obviously, when they see that we have our very stable career path in the current organization, so obviously they tend to stay. So, Zuha, how can we measure the effectiveness of upskilling and reskilling initiatives that we take as an organization?
Well, firstly, there are always KPIs. Linking it with performance management is very effective way of measuring, the upskilling initiatives that you are taking for the employees, or the reskilling initiatives. As I mentioned in my previous example, that some companies have set it as a standard that in order to move to a next level, you have to be in 2 to 3 departments apart from your core department, so that you move to the next level. So they link it to the performance management. Then there is always pre and post training assessments. Then they can assess the employees' effectiveness, whether the training program was effective. Then they take employee engagement surveys as well. You can assess whether the mindset needs to be changed, and if the mindset has to be changed, then these surveys help us in assessing what kind of training programs we need to implement, and then take the surveys again to see if the mindset of the overall company or the employees have changed. It can be easily measured by the score or the engagement score that they have. So these are certain ways through which we can, and then there is obviously always industry benchmarking, through which you can measure your current employees' competencies and the benchmarks that the industry has set for those people at that level.
Right.
You can always measure and compare those.
And see where they are standing at.
Exactly.
So what strategies can we implement to create a culture of continuous learning and professional development in the organization?
Okay, training needs assessments. I think they are very important in order to measure exactly the TNAs. I think everybody in HR, the learning people especially, they know. So TNA is obviously a very basic step to measure the kind of trainings that you need, and that sets the pace or the environment for the training, that employees know that okay, the training programs are going to start now, and we need these sort of trainings. Then you can also for the initiatives, you can it's always a top down approach, as I mentioned earlier. So the leaders have to lead by example. Once they exhibit the qualities, they exhibit the values of the company, then their staff or their departments, they tend to follow their leaders. So it is very important as well. Then you also have to encourage, I think, self-directed or self-paced learning as well, so that employees, they are keen on learning new skills, new advancements in the technologies. It's very important for the software engineer especially to learn the new languages, and they should know what kind of innovation is there out there, so they can get the best out of it.
Right. And how can we facilitate people for their self-paced learning as an organization, obviously?
Okay, in my current organization as well, we have purchased, we have different purchased Skillshare as well, so that employees can, take their courses online. Then companies can, set aside a budget and pay them for the online certifications that they get. And invest in LMS, learning management system, is again a very important thing. You need that everybody. It's always about prioritizing. How do you prioritize learning? So investing in LMS is also of huge use to the employees as well.
And I believe investing in the learning and development department or the OD department is again very important. Like if you are not investing in them, that it means that you are not doing that much for the employees.
True.
For the learning.
Exactly.
According to the learning perspective, obviously.
And self-paced learning is very beneficial in a sense that employees get to learn at their own pace. They have the flexibility. And if we offer a training program that is, for everybody, they have to attend all those things that they're already familiar about. And if it's a self-paced learning, they can get to the point where they actually need the training.
Obviously they can choose their level and then start from
there. And retention, it's very helpful for the retention as well.
Right.
So we encourage a lot in our current organization. We encourage self-paced learning a lot.
It's a good thing and very good approach. Thank you so much, Zuha.
Thank you.
Let's move quickly to the rapid fire questions. Oh, okay. So, mind mapping or brainstorming sessions?
I think they're same. Mind mapping if done correctly.
Okay. Board games or video games?
Board games.
Always board games. Creative writing classes or stand-up comedy?
Creative writing. I was very good at it.
Okay. Okay. If you could teleport yourself to some place in the world, where would you like to go?
I think Egypt, because it's an ancient country, city, and I really want to visit the pyramids and everything.
Okay. And what was the last word you had to look up for the meaning in the dictionary or on Google?
Okay, I can't recall that, but recently we were creating an onboarding presentation for the new joiners, and we had to look up, very basic words like values, to translate them into Urdu.
Okay.
So वो values इकदार में change हुए और वो इस तरह करके फिर हमने बड़े basic words हमें Urdu translation we had to look up for that. So
Alright.
these were certain words.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much, Zuha, for joining us today
Thank
for
you.
the session. It was really nice talking to you.
Same here. Thank you so much.
So it's a wrap for our first season of The Perspective. Thank you everybody watching for jumping on this journey with us. And we will be returning soon with more captivating and exciting discussions. Till then, stay tuned.